Mason Greenwood to be reinstated at Manchester United next week. Manchester United will allegedly announce Mason Greenwood's return to the club next week. There have been significant developments in the story over the last 24 hours, with Man United releasing a statement on Wednesday afternoon confirming that they had concluded their investigation into the events that led to the 21-year-old being arrested last year. The Red Devils insisted that a final decision had not been made, but a wide-ranging report from The Athletic said that Man United chief executive Richard Arnold had told senior staff on August 4 that the England international would be returning to the club. In January 2022, Greenwood was arrested on suspicion of rape and assault, and he was then further arrested on suspicion of sexual assault and threats to kill. The Englishman was also facing charges of attempted rape, engaging in controlling and coercive behavior, and assault occasioning actual bodily harm, but the charges were dropped in February, so he is able to resume his career this season. Suggestions that Greenwood, who has 2 years left to run on his contract, will move on loan have cooled, while a permanent exit is seen as incredibly unlikely. According to The Sun, the forward is set to be reinstated by Man United next week, with the Red Devils preparing to bring the speculation to a close by making an announcement. The report claims that Greenwood has the backing of head coach Ten Hag and the players at Old Trafford, and it is now up to Arnold to make the final call. The forward has made 129 appearances for the 20-time English champions during his professional career, scoring 35 goals and providing 12 assists in the process. Manchester United among Premier League clubs monitoring 20-year-old Barcelona want away. Manchester United are among numerous Premier League clubs interested in Barcelona's ANSU Fati, as per Mail Sport. The Red Devils join Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur in monitoring the 20-year-old attacker, who is believed to be pushing for an exit from the Camp Nou. AS Sport reports that Fati's relationship with Xavi has become strained after the manager did not utilize the forward until the 79th minute of Barcelona's season opener against Getafe, when he came on as a substitute. After making his club debut at just 16 years old in 2019, Fati went on to break the records of the Blaugrana's youngest ever goalscorer and later, the youngest goalscorer in Champions League history. However, injuries have since plagued the youngster's career and he has consequently seen his place in the pecking order drop, even when he's fit. Fati, who represents Spain at international level, has scored 29 goals and contributed 10 assists in 110 appearances for the La Liga club. Whether or not United will test Barcelona's resolve with an offer remains to be seen, but Ten Hag is adamant about adding another striker to his ranks before the window closes. Fulham interested in signing Eric Bailly, Manchester United prepared to release him for free. Fulham are interested in signing Manchester United defender Eric Bailly on a free transfer, according to RMC Sport journalist Fabrice Hawkins. The Ivory Coast international spent the previous campaign on loan with Marseille, where he made 23 appearances across all competitions. The French club had agreed a conditional obligation to buy him, but Bailly did not make the required appearances to trigger the clause. It is now reported that the centre-back has an agreement with United to leave on a free transfer. He recently turned down a move to Besiktas. Fulham have now expressed an interest in signing him. Bailly had a promising pre-season with United last summer, but he was reluctant to stay at the club without the assurance of a regular starting spot. As a result, he made the move to Les Phocéens, but had a difficult time with them. Bailly missed several games due to injuries and a lengthy suspension. The French outfit decided against a permanent deal despite qualifying for the Champions League. Bailly is currently in the final 10 months of his £80,000 a week contract. United will be aiming to offload him such that they can save at least part of his salary. WAN-BISSAKA reflects on his development under Ten Hag and one-on-one tackling. WAN-BISSAKA has reflected on a positive season under Ten Hag. The defender was seemingly out of the manager's plans when Ten Hag arrived at Old Trafford last summer, with WAN-BISSAKA making just one 4-minute cameo from the beginning of the season until after Christmas. An injury to first-choice Diogo Dalot at the 2022 World Cup meant that Ten Hag was left with no option but to give WAN-BISSAKA a run of games in the starting 11, and he quickly proved why he deserved the starting role. His one-on-one tackling is second to none in the Premier League, and he has made vast improvements in his attacking game too. In fact, his assist helped Manchester United pick up their first win of the season on Monday when he set up Raphael Varane's second-half header. WAN-BISSAKA, 25, is also a crucial factor in why the side have kept so many clean sheets. After becoming a mainstay on the pitch and receiving plaudits from fans and pundits alike, the right-back has spoken out on the changes over the past year and the impact of the Dutch boss. Manchester United target Goncalo IANOCIO signs new contract at Sporting Lisbon with increased release clause. Manchester United target Goncalo IANOCIO has ended speculation over his future by signing a new contract at Sporting Lisbon with an increased release clause. The Portugal international has been heavily linked with the Red Devils over the past year. Earlier this summer, it was reported that IANOCIO was stalling over a new deal in anticipation of an offer from United. He has now decided to commit his future to Sporting on a long-term deal. The centre-back previously had a release clause worth €45 million, but that has been increased to €60 million with a fresh contract. The Red Devils currently have Lisandro Martinez as the only left-footed centre-back in the squad. When he was unavailable or injured last season, manager Ten Hag chose to play left-back Luke Shaw from the role. In our view, the club should have prioritized a quality deputy for Martinez. IANOCIO has shown that he has the attributes to become an elite defender. The left-footed ace is a strong ball-playing centre-back, who is good with his tackling and ability to clear his lines. The 21-year-old has also excelled when it comes to winning duels. He won 60% of his aerial challenges in the league last term. In our opinion, United should have considered an approach for IANOCIO earlier in the summer. They could have signed him for much less than his previous release clause of €45 million. Sporting have now succeeded in increasing the valuation to €60 million. It is unlikely that United will sign him now unless they can recoup a significant amount through player sales.